she asked the first question, but I'm going to ask it again. Raise your hand if you give live presentations to promote your business. Most everybody does. Good. Is there anybody here who is too afraid to get in front that you do anything? There's somebody, that's okay. Well, we're going to show you how you can. Yeah. I'm going to talk to you about a few numbers to start with about why you should give live presentations. Think about this. Of 100 people that you have a chance to sell to, who are your potential clients, only 3 of them are really looking for you. 3. Another 30% just have no interest in what you have or what you offer. But that means that 67% of the people you have an opportunity to talk to will be open to what you have if you just give them that opportunity. Let's look at some more numbers. Kenny and Manny and Jen talk about these numbers all the time, about leads and sales. For a typical office or business, if you can get 300 leads a year, it's about 25 a month. Not bad. If you convert 25% of them, 1 out of every 4, that means you get about 6 sales a month, about 75 in a year. New leads. Think about those numbers and compare it to what your actual numbers are. The point comes out the same even if your numbers are different. If you do 1 live presentation a month, you'll get about 25 people, which is about 300 people in a month. In a year. If you can convert 25% of them, which you already are able to, you'll get the same number of sales. But that's 1 presentation a month. And if you, with just a few little tweaks, can improve it by just 10%, you would get 7 more sales a year. And let me ask you this question. How much is 1 client to you? How much is 1 new customer to your bottom line? Here's what I'm really saying. If you can give live presentations, you'll get more clients, more sales, more revenues, and more free time that you can use to build your business, that you can use to get some more leads, or they can use to relax and enjoy the benefits of your own business. That's why you give live presentations. Thumbs up for that? Yay. Thumbs up for that. So today we're going to talk about the 4 of the important, crucial rules to creating these live presentations. Where do we start? Rule 1, great idea, thank you. Start with setting the stage with a question. What are you doing up here? If you are up in front of the group, what is your responsibility? What is your role? What are you trying to achieve? Anybody? Sell? Sell a product?
Build rapport?
Build rapport?
Educate.
Educate. Educate. It is not about you when you are up here. It is not about saying how wonderful you are, how great your product is, how you can change yourself. Rule number 1, AV to your audience. You have the points, 20 points. You're going to give to whoever, add value, 20 points to, 2 people got it, give 20 points to both. You have, oh, you're doing it.
I thought it was going
to. All right, 20 points for Mark.
Yes. You get $1. It's called delegation.
I thought it was audio, video. I was wrong.
Rule number 1. Your role as presenter is to add value to your audience. Now, not everybody's going to buy from you, but by the end of your presentation, everyone who is in attendance should be better off after they leave than when they got there. Manny and Kenny and Jen say the same thing in all their presentations. Add value to your audience. Well, how? Well, the first thing is identify their
Their neck.
neck. Their what? Their pain, yes. Their pain point. We talked about pain
She
points.
get $1?
Yes, she gets 20, she gets a point.
Mine wasn't right. Here.
Sure, what is not, their overall, what is the biggest problem that they are facing? What is their pain? What is keeping them up at night, as we said before? Identify the pain. Second, give them information they can use. I'm not going to come up here and say you should just do live presentations and not tell you some of the rules. I want to give you information that you can use. And then third rule, give them more than they paid for. Even if you're paid, even if it's free, give them more than they paid for. Tell me, what is it? Anybody know what a baker's dozen is?
13.
13. Why 13?
Because it's more than that. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just thankful for the extra donut.
Why is it 13 donuts?
You had to eat one there.
No.
Extra value.
Who said extra value? Extra value, yes. Give her 20. Give her points. Yes. Bakers would give an extra donut to someone who bought a whole dozen as a way to say thank you. And a way to come back. Because they know they were getting extra value from that 12. And not just the 12, but the 13. Your rule is to find a way to give them that baker's dozen. Give them a little more than they paid for. The same as the bakers. Good. So rule number 1, add value to your audience. Why? Because your audience is wanting to follow you and listen to you and to see what you're saying. But if they think that you're up there only for yourself, they'll turn their backs on you. They'll turn their backs. Well, if that's rule number 1, what is rule number 2? Is it similar? Let's set the stage. The audience is asking one question, W-I-I-F-M, which is?
What's in it?
What's in it for me? I'm sorry, Omar said it first. Omar gets the 20 points. What's in it for me? Yeah. The audience wants to know, well, how are you going to help me? Should I listen? You're asking already. You were asking when I started, well, is this guy going to tell me anything that's helpful to me? How do you answer that? Show them that you...
Care.
Who said care? Yes, 20 points to the care. Show them that you care about them. You've already said in rule 1 that you will care, but do they know that? Do they understand that you really want to help them? How do you do that? Be prepared. Does it seem like I know my presentation?
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Have you ever seen someone come up and and talking a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they weren't prepared. And then the audience knows, well, you didn't respect me. And they stop listening. Be prepared. Number 2, make it P.
Personal.
Personal. All right, you get your...
Money for me.
Yeah, sure, make it personal. It's not about the world. It's about you and how the speaker can help you. Make it personal. Number 3, keep them...
Interested.
Interest is good? Not quite. Who said? Involved. 20 points for you. Yes. Keep them involved. There's a rule of thumb that if you're giving a presentation, at least every 10 minutes there should be some sort of activity for the audience to be in so that they can be active and not get bored. Well, we're doing more than every 10 minutes, aren't we? Sure. And is the extra bonus points helping?
Yes.
Sure, even if you don't get anything, who knows if you're getting anything, but even if you don't get anything, it's fun just to compete. There are ways to get the audience involved and make it fun. Keep them involved, exactly. Rule number 2, show them that you care. Why? Because buying is emotional. She's gonna get all the points. Why is emotional? How many times have you gotten to the point saying, I really like this, I want this, but my gut feeling says no? You ever done that? It's an emotional decision. Buying is emotional. Show them that you care. Rule number 3, so you go in, you show them that you care, you're giving them all this information, you're having this exciting time with your audience. Then comes the point. I love this picture. What do you think the guy on the right is thinking? Now notice the guy on the left has his book out and he's on the first page. What do you think the guy on the right is thinking?
This guy's tricking me.
Guy's tricking me, I think, what else?
I said, how do I get out of here?
How do I get out of here? I'm thinking he's saying, please let me finish my lunch. Right? He got a fork in the lunch, don't you know him? Yeah. The audience is hesitating. Do I really want to do anything? Or do I want to listen to this guy? Rule number 3, create, you should get 40 points for this one. It's a hard one. Create.
Urgency?
Who said that? Who said urgency?
Urgency?
The one with all the points. Yes! Create urgency. It's not just, okay, I like this, but I need to do this now. You should give your audience the understanding that they need to take action. How? Explain to them how serious it is, how important it is for them to take action. Can you explain how serious your situation, what you offer is, and how it will help them? Show them how their situation can improve. If they are where they are now, what will happen when they start working with you? Or doing something new. And then third, what happens if they do nothing? That seems so relaxing. But still, do they do nothing? They will. So rule number 3 is to create urgency. Get them excited knowing that they want to take action. Why? Because then they'll open the door. They'll say, okay, I want to learn more. I want to take action. Rule number 4. What do you think that would be? Let's set the stage. Does your audience know what to do? Or are they like this poor guy in the middle of a desert and doesn't know which way to turn?
Why?
Why? That's a good question. Why do they not know where to go? Rule number 4. This is not call to action. Who's their call to action? I think. Who? Okay. Sure, give one each. It is not Chicago Transit Authority. Yes, you're right. It is call to action. Give them a call to action. Clear and compelling. What do I mean? Clear, simple directions that a 10-year-old could follow. If you're in the back of the bottom of this arrow, do you know where you're going to go next? You're going to go straight. Your directions, your call to actions be that simple. Offer I. Come on, it's an easy one. Incentives. Oh, we're right. Offer incentives. Give them a reason to take action. You can offer incentives. And 3, create deadlines. Okay, you have this opportunity. You should take action. You'll have this incentive to do it if you do it now. When's the last time you heard the words limited time offer? Probably on the way over here in the radio. Sure, you hear it all the time. Why? Because you're supposed to, they want you to take action right now. So rule number 4, end with a clear, compelling call to action. Why? Because the audience will leave without knowing what to do, so they won't do anything. And even worse,
Someone else.
they'll buy from someone else. Yes! I really like that financial planner and what she said and what I could do. I don't have her card, I don't know what to do now. So, but this other one's right next to me, so I'm gonna go for her. Ouch. You lose. You lose that business. So the 4 crucial rules: add value, show them that you care, create urgency, and end with a compelling call to action. Why? It'll help you in the bottom line. And I love this quote from Zig Ziglar. You'll get everything you want if you give enough people what they want. Sure. So you know, if I'm talking about this and I'm talking about a call to action, and my business is helping you give better presentations, I am going to give you a call to action. If you are already giving presentations and you want some help, I can help. If you're not giving presentations and you want to get started, I can help. Now there is a form here, a feedback form. I would like you just to tell me how well you thought I did, but also if you want the guide, a free guide with some more information and some more details and some more direction for you, sign up for it. But is it time to start taking action yourself? Maybe you need to get started. Maybe you need to go to that next step. Maybe you need to start moving on and planning your live presentations or improving, finding out where you are in live presentations. So here's what I'll do. You can get the guide, just sign up there, or you can just give me your business card. Like I said, it has more rules, has more information for you. Kenny only gave me 15 minutes. I didn't have a lot of time for that. Or, if you really want, I do have a Get Started session. It's $197. I talk to you, I review some of your materials, we work together, I give feedback. But for Kenny, for Manny, for Jen, $97, if it's in the back of the book, the back of the guide is $97. But I do believe in this GKIC program. I do think it's helpful. So if you are a member now, or if you join it, how much did Manny say it was? 2 months for $20? You save a lot of money. Join the program, and it'll be $47. And what will I do? I'll talk to you, I'll review your information. If you have a presentation, I'll review your presentation, I'll do what I need. Here's my point. I want to help you. I'm a mentor. I want to help you improve your presentations. Not so you get a better presentation, but so that you can get more new clients. It's not about the money. All of us can afford $50. We can afford $50. Can you afford not to take action? Can you afford just to sit and say, well, maybe someday I will? Or should you get started and stop losing all those customers that want to do business with you? I'm meeting you halfway. So if you want, the bottom of the form, fill that out. Give me your information, and we will get started. And I would wait till tomorrow to process the payment because I want to verify with Kenny and Jen that you are a member of GKIC. Again, I believe in it so much. I have a lot of clients who I've worked with well, enjoyed, and gone on because of the work we've done together. But for you, let's get started. Have any more information? Or do you want any more? Here's my contact information. Well, let's get started.